Mum, don't come down here right now!
Take the rubbish out!
I told you, Mum! I will do it later!
Okay, just don't forget.
No, mate, I like the idea, but, well, what do we do now? Do we need to go and take, like, music classes or something? Are you sure we don't need any talent at all? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so for something like this, I usually charge $20,000 to $30,000. I've written and produced tracks for those guys had no involvement whatsoever, which is what I take for looking for.
We'd like to discuss some fundamental problems in the music industry. Let's take an artist who's just finished a new track. It's taken years of honing his craft, months of production, and everyone he plays it to thinks it's a hit. At this point, he's got 100% of the profits on the track. Then, he gets lucky. He finds a manager who'll represent him for just 15% of his gross earnings. Of course, making a hit record requires a lot of contracts too, so his manager tells him he'd better find a lawyer. Another 5%. Then he receives an offer from a major record label. Get in there, son. Of course, his major label deal only pays 17% of profits, meaning that pie has just gone down a lot. Especially when, remember, he's still got to pay his lawyer and manager from that 17%. Finally though, his song makes it onto streaming services, and it does great. Millions of people love it. At this point though, the pie shrinks to an infinitely small amount because, well, no streaming service will really tell us how much they're making from tracks. But let's be generous. Let's imagine he got 1 million streams. What would he be left with after that? I mean, could he give up his job? Maybe not, but it is a star, right? I mean, maybe he can at least pay off his car. Yeah, you see, due to the way streaming services and record labels account, it usually takes artists over a year after a stream occurs to actually get paid for it. And that is assuming all the accounting happens on time, which it often doesn't. When that happens, you can easily add on another 6 months. Plus, of course, there are many instances where labels receive such complex data that even they don't understand it. Human error, poor lines of communication. You know, it's no wonder many artists simply give up, accepting that whilst their music might be heard by millions, they ain't gonna get paid for it. There must be another way, right? Choon is different. We're building a music streaming service where we're going to return 80% of total revenue to artists. What's more, with Choon, nobody will ever have to wait 2 years to get paid. In fact, nobody will ever have to wait 2 days. You see, because Choon is based on the Ethereum blockchain, we can make use of our own inbuilt payment token called Notes, which hugely reduces the friction and cost of transactions. Here's how it works. Every artist on Choon will have their own private Notes wallet, and every listener will have one too. Whenever a listener streams or downloads a track, the appropriate amount of notes is paid from the listener's wallet to the artist. Everyone is free to use their notes however they like, spend them within Choon, hold on to them, or take them elsewhere to exchange for cash. And that is not the coolest thing. What happens if our artist happens to be in a group with, let's say, 3 other people? Now, back in the regular music industry, they'd need lawyers to draft contracts for the group, letters telling their record label how to split up their cash when it arrived, but not with Choon. Instead, they just set up a smart record contract. A smart record contract allows the group to specify exactly how the profits are to be divided up. Then, as soon as notes are due for their track, it automatically divides them up and makes sure everyone gets paid fairly and on time. Plus, the possibilities for smart music contracts go a lot further than that. In our white paper, we've outlined possibilities for smart licensing contracts, smart management contracts, smart sampling contracts, and whilst we don't have the time to get into all those right now, we believe Choon could replace a huge amount of the music industry's antiquated contracting infrastructure. If we invented the music industry today, how would it look? Well, we think it would look kind of like this. Welcome to Choon, launching spring 2018. Thanks for watching.